Another day, another way. Feed your brain. Welcome in this video on the 10 most brutal dictators in history. Today, we will explore some of the most notorious leaders who ruled with an iron fist and committed heinous crimes against their own people. These tyrants left a dark legacy that continues to haunt us today. I remind you that this video has a purely informative purpose. I will also give you an interesting anecdote for each of them which you may not know, so just relax and watch the video till the end. 10. Francisco Franco, Spain, 1936 to 1975. Franco led a Francoist dictatorship in Spain for almost 40 years. Characterized by political repression and discrimination against groups such as political dissidents, homosexuals, Jews, and Roma people. During the Spanish Civil War, Franco ordered the execution of thousands of political prisoners and the destruction of many towns and villages. Franco was known for always carrying a flask of liquor to calm his nerves. 9. Nicolae Ceausescu, Romania, 1965 to 1989. Ceausescu was the leader of Romania from 1965 until his downfall in 1989. He established a communist dictatorship that violated human rights, including violence against political dissidents, media censorship, and denial of freedom of expression. Ceausescu also promoted economic policies that led to stagnation and shortages of food and basic goods for the population. He tried to improve Romania's image through extreme propaganda, building the Palace of the Parliament, the second largest building in the world, and banning any TV images showing poverty in the country. 8. Idi Amin Dada, Uganda, 1971 to 1979. Idi Amin Dada was the leader of Uganda from 1971 to 1979, during which he committed numerous human rights violations, including torture, murder, and ethnic persecution. It is estimated that up to 500,000 Ugandans were killed during his regime. Amin was known for his eccentricity, proclaiming himself the unofficial world champion of boxing, as well as the Doctor of Humanity, and the last King of Scotland. 7. Kim Il-sung, North Korea, 1948 to 1994. Kim Il-sung was the founder and leader of North Korea from 1948 until his death in 1994. During his regime, Kim established a communist dictatorship and committed human rights violations, including the use of torture, imprisonment, and execution of political dissidents. An interesting fact is that he was declared the eternal president of North Korea after his death. 6. Augusto Pinochet, Chile, 1973 to 1990. Pinochet was the leader of Chile from 1973 to 1990, coming to power through a coup against socialist president Salvador Allende. He established a military dictatorship that committed human rights violations, including torture, murder, and the disappearance of thousands of political opponents. Pinochet had a passion for classical music, especially Johann Sebastian Bach, and even composed some musical works. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community for even more amazing videos. 5. Pol Pot, Cambodia, 1975 to 1979. Pol Pot was the leader of the Khmer Rouge regime in Cambodia from 1975 to 1979. He initiated a forced collectivization program of agriculture that led to the deaths of up to 2 million Cambodians due to famine, diseases, and massacres. Additionally, he imprisoned and killed thousands of political dissidents, intellectuals, public officials, and individuals considered enemies of the revolution. An interesting fact is that he lived a very ascetic life and didn't smoke or drink. 4. Saddam Hussein, Iraq, 1979 to 2003. Hussein was the leader of Iraq from 1979 to 2003. During his regime, he committed human rights violations, including torture, murder, and persecution of political dissidents and ethnic minorities. He also conducted wars of aggression against Iran and Kuwait, causing the death of hundreds of thousands of people. Hussein had a passion for science fiction novels and even wrote his own science fiction novel called Zabiba and the King. 3. Mao Zedong, China, 1949 to 1976. Mao was the founder of the People's Republic of China and its leader from 1949 until his death in 1976. He had radical economic and social policies, including the collectivization of agriculture and the elimination of landowners. This led to food shortages, destruction of cultural goods, and the deaths of millions of people from famine, disease, and political repression. Mao was known for his great passion for poetry. In fact, he wrote several poetic works and is said to have recited more than 10,000 poems during his lifetime. 2. Joseph Stalin, Soviet Union, 1922 to 1953. Stalin led the Soviet Union from 1922 to 1953, and during his rule, he implemented forced industrialization and agricultural collectivization policies. This caused the deaths of millions of people through famine, political repression, and persecution of ethnic and religious minorities. It is estimated that he caused the deaths of around 20 million people. Stalin was known for his habit of delaying important decisions, often postponing meetings and forcing his collaborators to wait for hours or even days to discuss with him. 1. Adolf Hitler, Germany, 1933 to 1945. Hitler was the leader of the Nazi Party and the Chancellor of Germany from 1933 to 1945. During his rule, he committed human rights violations, including the murder, torture, and persecution of Jews, Roma, homosexuals, and other ethnic and religious minorities. He also promoted war and caused the deaths of millions of people during World War II. Hitler was a convinced vegetarian and did not eat meat for much of his life. Additionally, he believed in the importance of physical exercise and regularly practiced yoga. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it and if you'd like to learn about other dictators in history. I hope you've learned about the atrocities committed by these leaders and the impact they had on their countries and the world. Let us never forget the lessons of the past and work towards a future where human rights are respected and protected. Thanks again and see you soon in the next video.